Reggae Run Tings Radio.
Yes, you don't know this is Reason Tings right here on the Reggae Run Tings Music and TV Network. I'm the crowd pleaser, and of course, beside me, as always,
this is Mr. Bravo. What
Right.
you saying now? How
don't
you doing
know.
today?
And we have a special guest here today. We have a real special guest coming all the way from Trinidad, representing from Sons of Dub, the one and only Ras Jammy.
Yes, I big up Reggae Run Tings, the old Toronto family, the old massive everybody, big up on yourself. Give thanks.
Right. So how Toronto treating you?
Cool, man. Cold, but cool. Everything nice. Summer coming soon, hopefully. We almost at June, but everything either full. Nice vibes, good people,
Nice.
Just had a nice doubles by Drupatis, so everything in Isla.
You gone by Drupatis. We have. What'd you get? What'd you get?
I'll doubles, I'll
Hello, doubles, I'll pay. For those who don't know, Drupatis down here in Toronto, there's a big roti shop out here.
Yeah, get the doubles, don't get the alupai.
Get the doubles.
Once they get the doubles, don't get the alupai. Yeah, man. So what's been new? What's new with Ras Jammy? What have you been up to?
Everything cool, man. We just came off a Sons of Dub tour
Okay.
in Brazil.
Oh, sick. How was
Nice.
that?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. We was there for like 2 months.
Beautiful girls down there,
Yeah,
man.
beautiful girls, beautiful
Shaman.
vibes, beaches, everything. We went northeast, straight to the south.
Okay.
Good
okay.
vibes, good vibes. New music, new releases. A lot of things happening. We did a sample pack right before the Brazil trip. We did a sample pack with Splice.
Okay.
And just a
That's
lot of things happening. With the collective.
Big moves, big moves. Yeah,
Enough things are going.
And I saw when you were down there the scenery and the backdrops, the natural backdrops and the scenery that you had when you were
Had to
playing
be
your sets.
beautiful, bro. Had to be beautiful.
How was that?
Brazil is beautiful, man. Brazil
Yeah.
remind me of the Caribbean in the 90s,
Okay.
That type of vibe,
yeah.
real pure vibes,
Scenic,
easy vibes, simple, especially on the coast is really like island life, always continent, it's like a island vibes on the
Facts.
coastal side, all Salvador side and, Fortaleza.
And how you feel they receive reggae and things like that?
No, man, number one place in the world, man, for reggae, man.
Yeah.
Brazil is,
That's good.
Wow, you hear that? Ras
Brazil
Jammy
is-
says number one place in the world for reggae right now.
International.
Yeah, man,
Brazil.
different level of, appreciation for the reggae, different level of appreciation for the different cultures and subcultures within reggae, because even Sao Paulo, they have like 200 plus sound systems in Sao Paulo alone.
Oh,
And
man.
then you have some place more in the north where they play reggae music, but when they play reggae music, they dance, together like
Yeah.
the salsa,
Okay.
You have some place where they just play their own style reggae, only certain artists, certain style, Portuguese reggae only, and they're not too worried with anything else so happening in the Caribbean or in UK or they're on their own scene,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
you
they're
ever,
famous in
did
their
you ever
own
find this? Because like I found this when I was in Cuba. I didn't talk no Spanish really, talk a little bit of Spanish, but they can bust some patois. And for me, I was communicating them in true patois, like them and sing lyrics and
Yeah. See the same thing in Europe too. I have a lot of
Yeah.
friends who they learn to speak English through patois. I have some
Yeah.
friends who they can't speak English. They can
Yeah.
only speak patois.
When the song comes
So
on.
when you're talking to but so when you're talking to them, you have to talk like more Jamaican patois opposed to a proper English.
I find that hilarious. Honestly, I just find that hilarious.
We'll show you how far music goes.
Right? You see how the thing go, your communication, dog.
What made you start playing?
Playing music.
Yeah?
I think I feel like it's not, I wouldn't say a natural thing, but I think it's a very big influence among most youths in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
I think you always see Caribbean youths gravitate into sports, football, cricket,
Yeah.
music, these type of things, because in the Caribbean, it's a natural part of everyday life, the music.
Facts.
Going to school, a maxi taxi is as we would say in Trinidad, hard pounds.
Yeah.
It's hard music playing in a taxi. School starting 8 o'clock, you might be on the taxi stand 8.50 because you're waiting,
Yeah.
7.50 because you're waiting on the taxi that playing the latest
Yeah,
Some
song,
tune.
some tune had, you know. So I think we were always musical youth, and you know, I think naturally a lot of young youths, you know, in the Caribbean, in the second world, you know, you see it in Central America and stuff too. They always see themselves as I say, as a musician or as a footballer. They're always in front of the mirror doing
Facts,
something
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
For me personally, I never really my goal wasn't really to see like and play music. I was more focused on management and development of artists and stuff.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
and,
yeah.
and in working with artists, I realized it was a step I needed to take, you know, to help certain things and help develop certain things, you know. So it just kind of, I wouldn't say it happened by accident, but it was more strategic than,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Facts.
than planned.
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand.
But since high school times and all these times, you know, we DJ and we have virtual DJ and
Virtual
all these
DJ.
things, you
I
know,
remember that.
from virtual DJ from them time, not virtual DJ what it is now,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know, virtual DJ is a professional thing now.
Yeah, but
But,
virtual
yeah,
DJ 1, 2, 3, those
From
ones.
them time, you know, from them time you graduate from LimeWire to Soul
When I
Seek.
call out some old school thing,
Just
like why I don't soul see.
You're graduating from LimeWire to
Right.
Soul
Some of them
Seek.
youths here, I watch them
Yeah,
thing
they
here, don't know
don't even know.
what the
They
hell
don't
we're
even
talking
know.
about right now.
They don't know about them thing. When
You say
you,
them LimeWire and Soul
Just-
See.
I mean, you go on Soul Seek and you're praying that your mother don't pick up the phone because you
Yeah,
downloaded
yeah.
the music.
Yeah,
And,
interrupted. That was
yeah, trust me, King.
Right.
And, yeah, them time you have songs 2 and 3 months before the radio have it.
Right.
You know, and,
facts.
yeah.
So how Sons of Dub came around?
Sons of Dub. I went to Jamaica in June 2020. 2010. Yeah, 2010 June. That is right around the whole thing with Dada San, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was I started at UE, but my focus was to do the music. When I went to Jamaica, I started doing a lot of dub plates, you know, with artists,
Yeah.
working with dub plates, working with studio with artists, just, you know, helping artists. Same way, just like development, management vibes, bookings, making links, different things.
Okay.
And I think it was a brethren from Switzerland that suggested connect with Addis Pablo. And one time I went down to Rockers International store because we ended up connecting online and we spoke, but he wasn't in Jamaica. And I went down to Rockers International, you know, I started to get the vibes, and then sometime I went down and I keep going. And one time he had come down to Jamaica and he was in the store, and we just connect natural, hit the tour from that, you know.
Okay.
And we started to go to his home studio in I think it was a place called Sunset Boulevard, no, Sunrise, something like that, you know. And we'd go to his home studio all the time, and the name Sons of Dub came about one day. We was deciding to release some music, and I think SoundCloud was now coming out. Like all these things was SoundCloud, all these things was now coming out. SoundCloud and these things. And I was creating the SoundCloud account, and I needed to create a name for the SoundCloud account for releasing the music. Because the first thing we had released, we had just do it as Ras Jammy meets Addis Pablo.
Okay.
You know? And then I think the influence for the name came from the fact that he was the son of Augustus Pablo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also with using son, S-U-N-S sons. In Trinidad, you have 3 sons. You know, you have a soca group called 3 Sons.
Yeah. Big up 3 Sons, yo.
Who I like from long time. I
love
the same
yo,
school
3
I
Sons
went to,
was
and,
wicked.
You know,
Me, I learned something.
And then naturally it's dub music we're making. So it was just in that kind of spur at the moment thing. I just came up with the name and everything to boom one time, and from that moment we just kind of started to run with it. And within that same time is when I started to take selecting more serious, you know, because at the moment I had realized for us to take things to the next level, we needed to present ourselves a certain way, you know.
It's true.
Yeah, because I realized that people wouldn't receive us. I was telling myself people wouldn't like because Addis Pablo was playing in Melodica, and I always thought Augustus Pablo already did it a certain way, you know. So we have to present it a different way because Augustus Pablo is the goat,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
you know, it's like
I like it. It's a cool play,
You know,
cool
it's like-
homage too.
yeah. So at that time, Major Lazer was starting to rise in popularity, you know. So a lot of the influence of how we would present ourselves came from, you know, the kind of just looking at how
That
Major
style.
Lazer and that style and how they were doing things, and
Okay.
yeah, and then well, of course, Jabami was always there as a third piece, you know,
Yeah.
but he was based in the US. So me and Addis was always in Jamaica, so it would always be me and Addis, and then Jabami would come down again. So that's why even from the first project, Jabami featured, you know.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, man.
So you're a big sports fan.
Yeah, that is football more than
Football?
most sports, but yeah,
Alright, what's your team right now? What are you going for?
Barcelona.
Okay.
It's not a right. It's not a right now thing. My team is Barcelona.
Okay.
Not a right now thing. Yeah. Football, Barcelona, the 2-time Spanish champions. You know,
Right. And for the World Cup, now World Cup
Current.
coming up now.
double
Yeah.
champions.
So
World Cup. Books wise and on paper, I have France, Spain. You know,
Okay.
Germany wasn't doing too well over the last couple of years, but they're developing well. You know, so Germany's just a team to watch, but I don't really have them. But there's a good team to watch. You know, Brazil could surprise people. You know, I think Argentina still have a little thing in them, but I think like serious France, Spain. You know, yeah, I can't think. You know, on paper Portugal have a good team, but I don't see it happening, man.
Unreal.
I don't see it happening for them. You know, I think on paper this England team looking like one of the weakest England teams.
yeah.
For like, because you know every World Cup you just see where they're saying, yeah, this is one of the best England team, this is one of the best England team. But I think this
It's
England
true.
team, this England team will probably go further than all them other teams.
Because you don't expect it.
And-
Yeah.
yeah, because the coach working more with tactics. Because you know, you look at the players he chooses, it's not even based on names or anything. You know?
Yeah.
He's a tactical coach. So but it would be a nice World Cup, man. Even with more teams and you know, it's a more teams. It's 48 now.
Yeah, something like that.
48 or something. You know, yeah, it's plenty more teams. So it will be interesting to see how everything develop, man.
So what do you think of the state of reggae these days?
Reggae.
It's a rough question, I know.
Yeah.
Chopper
The state of
lifestyle.
reggae, where
Right? Well, that's the
state
problem,
of
right?
reggae internationally, because you have to be careful, you know.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, when you look at a place like Brazil, it's not an English-speaking place, but I would say the state of reggae in Brazil is quite vibrant, you know. Probably when you look at it on a larger scale, they might say not. You know, if you look at actual statistics, it might say Brazil is reggae is listened to by 1 or 2% of the people in Brazil.
Yeah.
But Brazil is a nation of 200 plus million people.
Yeah.
So you understand?
That's a
So-
good percentage to
yeah.
have in
Most
them
of people-
kind of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? Reggae too is also like it's like a tree, you know, and you have branch, you know, and some branches close to each other, you know, like Rocksteady and Lovers Rock, and these branches close to each other.
Yeah.
But then you have a branch like Dancehall that might be on the next side of the tree from, you know.
Over on the next
So-
side, yes.
If you look at the state of dancehall now, I would say the state of dancehall.
Yeah.
Because I would still always put reggae and that dancehall under reggae.
Yeah.
Because for one, if you're looking at it in the conventional sense, it's no
That's
dance.
big talk.
It's
That's big talks right there,
Yeah,
right?
true.
If
It's
you
no
really think
dancehall
about it.
Grammy.
So
Yeah.
It's no dancehall Grammy.
Yeah.
And it's no dancehall. Well, probably subgenre in some.
but yeah, I
in
guess
some
that's what they're trying to
DSPs, but
fight for
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
and most DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, them thing is reggae.
Yeah.
Even soca, most times will come under reggae.
Yeah.
You understand? So I will always put dancehall under reggae. But I would say, for example, the state of dancehall now, I would say is like dancehall in a nice place now. Dancehall in a good place now.
Yeah.
A lot of money making.
Yeah, they're fixing their paperwork
Yeah,
now. They're trying to get
seen,
paid.
yeah, you see, a lot of people they're coming back to the rhythms, doing rhythms artists. I mean, they're kind of watering it down now with the hill and
Oh,
gully and the
what
wide.
about the African artists? Like that style now, those people coming out with like the old school dancehall, old school reggae style, with it, and they're African.
No, well,
they're coming with like a new style to it, you know.
Everybody who really, really love dancehall music
Mm-hmm.
and reggae music, they love, for example, everybody who really, really love dancehall music, who not from the Caribbean and the Caribbean diaspora, so to speak,
Yeah.
majority, who like dancehall, they like that 90s dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If you go to
Yeah.
you go to Europe,
Yeah, it's hard to beat. Man.
you go to Europe, you have a lot of people now, and it's a little bit of a hype thing trying to get up to par with what's happening.
Yeah.
But you go to Central America, South America, you go to Africa, for example, it's 90s dancehall. If the artist there who's singing dancehall is more 90s style rhythms than anything digital or anything like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with reggae.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you go to most of these places, they cannot really sing any of the newer artists' songs. You understand? A lot of the artists of now, or the artists even of the 2000s.
It's true.
But you play a Dennis Brown or you play a
Yeah.
Jacob Miller, you play somebody,
Yeah.
they will sing it word for word.
Yeah.
And then you go and try and talk to them after. They don't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with
So
like,
everybody love that kind of style, and everybody
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so influenced by that style, 90s,
Yeah.
Buju, all these different people, Sizzla, these kind of artists. Everybody kind of, I would say, my opinion, based on my travels and what I see
Yeah,
personally,
based on what you see, yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of like the same thing with the Trinidad and then the soca. Some
Yeah.
people, it's like same kind of thing, but they split it up because.
Well, what
the
do you think of
positive
Trinidad?
messages-
Being a
positive
Trinidadian,
messages, yeah.
being a Trinidadian.
I like Trinidad. I like Trinidad.
Yeah.
Because I like dancehall.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
dancehall a lot
Yeah.
naturally. So
Yeah.
I like Trinidad musically because me personally, I within myself, and then I grew up in a time that know to differentiate the entertainment from the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, I would listen to it and it would influence me in no kind of way. Musically for me, I like it a lot. I think it'll take some getting used to because because a lot of them before they became established, and even when they become established, the singing off beat, the singing off key,
Yeah. I like it personally.
but
You know what I'm saying?
if you're looking at it from that perspective, you will always kind of watch things and cringe. But I love it. I very happy that again money was making.
Yeah.
You know, however it was
The
being,
violence.
however the money was being distributed and however it was being shared up. That is the next thing. If artists had the business in place to collect the monies and things, that is the next thing. But
And I like it that Trinidad has their own thing, because like people don't really notice. They think it's just soca, but Trinidad big into reggae and dancehall.
Trinidad is a very serious thing. Even the actual listen to the biggest rhythms in dancehall from Jamaica after the whole Trinidad thing, and listen to the rhythms before. A lot of the rhythms influenced by Trinidad because Trinidad have a certain kind of swing, no matter what song it is.
Yeah.
or what they're singing about, which
There's a
most
little
times is 99% of the time is
extra
badness.
bounce to it, yeah.
Trinidad rhythms have a kind of bounce. You see anything coming from KJ Productions, anything coming from Kelly Beats, anything coming from any of them youths and them from Trinidad, who was the top producers and them fellas and them.
Yeah.
It had a certain kind of bounce. You
You
understand?
can tell with Blaze
So-
Up and Med Boss and all those guys. Those guys are putting in work still.
Yeah, because even Med's Boss new song, you understand? When you really think about it, it's only so good, the delivery and what he's saying and thing, but it's the bounce in the song.
It's
bounce.
And how he voice bouncing on the song.
Yeah.
Because you see, the thing is, the cadence of a Trinidadian totally different from the cadence of a Jamaican.
It's true.
So we come with a kind of calypso vibes.
Yeah.
You understand? Even though it's dancehall we're doing.
Yeah.
That is why they will go as far as saying Trinidad is a different genre.
That's what
But for me, it's not a
What
different
would
genre.
you-
For me,
yeah.
it's dancehall.
It's just an offshoot of his Trinidad style dancehall.
Dancehall.
Just like it when you go Brazil, when you go Central America, they have their reggae, their dancehall style.
Yeah, but I love it for what it is. I mean, they say that it's influencing a lot of the youths now. And a lot of, well, they didn't say a lot of people die from being associated and from
they're wrapping it up into the
this
gangs and thing, right?
You know, but I think that is the when you look at that in the largest scheme of things with regards to Trinidad, that is the least. You know, because I know 10 and 20 artists playing on the radio, popping right now.
Yeah.
And look at the state of Trinidad right now. You know, so and before Trinidad, things was rough.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
so look at the thing.
They focus on something else, their energy on something else.
But I happy for what it was. I mean, what come out right now, people do with it, and you know the repercussions that people individual actions and all these things. That is a different story, you know. Yeah. But I like Trinidad, man. It would be nice to see our next kind of wave, but I don't know how possible it is, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you see, in Trinidad is a funny place, you know. We're still waiting for the next wave of reggae, something. You understand? Because we had the Reggae All Stars thing in Trinidad, you know, with Barmy and them and Marlon. It is King David, Sasha, you know, all of them. You know, Royal D&T's, Prophet Benjamin, that whole cast.
Okay.
You know, Reggae All Stars thing, Trinidad had a big reggae thing.
So they still doing things then, them guys, that crew there that you just named. You need some big people from Trinidad in reggae.
I mean,
Or
people
is
doing
it
the
more
thing.
like they just doing what they had from before? They just
People doing the thing, man. I think I laugh like that because I feel like I would like to see people doing more things. You know, because
people like Marlon, Asher, you know what I mean?
Marlon, Queen Omega at the top of the chain, you know. Marlon do anything on a different level. Marlon do anything on a different level, you know. And Queen Omega, Queen Omega is not Queen Omega from Trinidad. No, she said, don't call me local. Queen Omega is big, bad, international Queen Omega.
Yeah, that's how
you understand
big,
the number one.
Queen Omega, you need to put that
female-
on a shirt, yo.
No, Queen Omega is Queen Omega is the number one female reggae artist in the world.
Yeah,
I just put Desiree and Midnight aside. You know, it's like if you talk about football, you would talk about people, Cristiano and Messi, and a different thing, and then you talk about everybody else. Desiree and Midnight is a different thing.
Yeah.
Queen Omega is the biggest. If you're talking reggae, straight reggae music, boom.
Facts.
Queen Omega is the biggest reggae artist in the world. You
Yeah.
understand? Nobody had a run like Queen Omega had in the last 2 or 3 years.
It's true, yo. She
You
everywhere,
understand?
man. She been
Me
releasing
talking about
music like
featuring with
crazy.
nothing and feature thing. No, Queen Omega is like nobody had it like Queen Omega.
No,
you understand?
It's true.
You understand? That is straight talk.
That's
I
real
will- I
talk.
will stand up on that
Or
straight.
what like Prophet Benjamin? I know back in the day.
Prophet Benjamin is do a show every year.
Okay.
I believe in Trinidad, Rasta Clusive, and you know, you thought these people active in Trinidad, you know, black. From that era, Jam Melody and Sasha, I think they're doing something soon. Queen Omega even this every year do a show. Artists active, you know.
Yeah.
But Trinidad's a small place.
Yeah.
There's only so much you could do. I see Daniel Bless went on a tour of Africa recently. I was so happy to see that.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of artists in Trinidad don't take
Get
the
overlooked a
initiative.
little bit.
No, well, it's easy to get overlooked, you know, King.
Yeah,
If you look at Spotify and all these things, is every week is not 10,000 songs and all these kind of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
People
releasing.
releasing, you know. So getting overlooked is nothing bad, or it's not like it's not part of normal. It's like that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
It's like stand up in a line of 10,000 people with your hand up. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
You understand?
No,
If you're doing the extra,
That's a big talk, yeah.
it's like even like TikTok, all these things.
Yeah.
There's hundreds, millions of people doing all kind of thing on TikTok. If you
Exactly,
people are
yeah,
being
to
overlooked
stand
every day,
It's
but
true.
the people who getting through is the people who stand up on a ladder backflipping 3 times with a ball in the hand while
Yeah,
the thing,
catch
and
it,
who doing
the
the extra,
nonsense,
extra.
All kind of nonsense.
Who doing the extra? So
yeah.
you could do the nonsense or you could do the extra.
Yeah.
And a lot of the I think a lot of the artists in Trinidad in general, but specifically reggae music, they ain't doing the extra. You understand? Look, Black Loyalty went on out to Europe. You understand? He do all tour. Black Loyalty is a younger artist. You understand? Chilifa and them went to Venezuela. They're doing the thing. They will spend their own money to make certain moves. Sometimes same way Black Loyalty will spend, and sometimes that's what you have to do to start. It's business. At the end of the day, it's business. You know, you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta take care of the business.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
You understand? So I would like to see a lot more artists from Trinidad from that era doing more things.
More things.
And I would like to see a lot
Internationally,
more new or younger reggae artists in Trinidad. I mean, probably it's not the most appealing thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because badness run things in Trinidad, right?
Yeah,
You know,
every time a reggae artist
positivity is not a cool thing right now in Trinidad. It's
Yeah.
badness run things, you know?
You want to link up with other people and
Yeah, I think, well, like coming back to the question of the state of reggae music now, you know, I think a lot of the artists now, not they do great artists, great music, you know, nice productions, good performance, you know, well curated and stuff, but like something different, like I don't know how the way how Bob Marley and them touch people in that era. And then the way now in the 90s now Sizzla and Capleton and Anthony B touch certain people and responsible for enough youth being Bobo and thing. I feel like that same level of connection, to have a disconnection between the artists and the people on the ground. You know, so probably that is why you don't see a lot of young youths now
Vibing
trying to
that
get
frequency.
into saying, hey, I want to be a reggae artist, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I say because when you mention those names, the Capleton and the Scissors, they make timeless music. Like, you know, I'm not saying these new artists like the Chronics and all those people don't make timeless music. It's just when those people did music, you believe them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's when you hear Capleton say fire, makes you want to pick up your lighter and just, you know what I'm trying to say?
And even the thing like back then, like you play those things in the club and people let off.
Yeah, shut down.
Place let off. You know, like that was like heavy. Those were like the big hits, right? At that time, right?
No, because even all right, it come like this. Because back in the 90s, it come like in Trinidad. A lot of the community leaders who people would look at as gangsters or whatever, dons or whatever, who under badness. It come like the goodness used to govern the badness because them is fellas who used to a lot of them is fellas who used to hold Rastafari order, who used to a lot of them is ballhead.
Yeah.
But within the orders, man, they hold Rastafari order, or within the regular business dealings. They're doing a concert. They ain't doing no dance. It's reggae artists they bring in.
Yeah.
You understand? For example, if I say Kojo, this is Kojo. You understand? Is Jackie he used to bring to Trinidad before people who know Jackie is?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, don't support their own.
When you see them fellas and them a football team is red, gold and green and thing, the wearing and thing.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like the good culture used to govern what people used to say is badness.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the other people on the other side same way was Islam, Muslim. Same way they come like the good. governing the bad. You understand? So to speak, the bad.
Yeah.
Because bad is bad in whoever eyes, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? Because a man in a suit and a tie doing whatever he doing in the office, that might be good to he.
Yeah.
But it's going to be bad to somebody else.
Exactly.
You know, so you see it, you know, in Trinidad in the 90s where, as I saying, under Rastafari and reggae music, the influence, it penetrating on every level now. Like I say, even under badness, you know?
Yeah.
Women governing the badness with goodness, you know?
Yeah.
I think now it's different. In Trinidad, probably once or twice for the year, you would have a Mother's Day show. You might have a next show in August or something. I think people trying, you know. I think people trying. They have the reggae on the radio station. They start in Trinidad, you know. You have Woodside dub. I think it's every quarter or every couple months they do that. You have Black Chariot. You know, you have Naya Bingi, which is every weekend for, you know, since Christ was a child, every weekend Naya Bingi, you know?
Yeah.
Naya Bingi doing his thing, you know? So you have stalwarts and you have people who holding it down and who doing it in Trinidad under reggae culture and Rasta culture, you know?
It's
But
holding it down,
yeah, I think generally in the Caribbean it's different, man. You know? We like new things too, you know?
Yeah.
I think in the Caribbean we like new things. We like to dash out of the old and see what's up with the new. You know?
So we have two questions we always ask everybody. So the first one is, what's your favorite 4 bars?
Favorite 4 bars?
Yeah, if you can
lyrics.
name it. Like your favorite 4 lines, your
Like
4
any
bars
song.
for any song, anything. What's the thing that, like, you know, we usually ask artists like what their favorite 4 bars are, but like essentially, he was a DJ.
Hey.
I know it's a hard one still.
Yeah, boy.
Because, you know, weird music. All right, so we'll make it easier. In the last couple years, what's a song,
type this
the
walk
bars?
over
No, Itava. Katalava song. What you say, I'm trying to remember the actual line. It's probably more than 4 bars, but I'm trying to remember the actual line.
A recent song?
No. Probably 2013, 14 them time.
Mm-hmm.
But can't tell her that song where you say, trying to remember the song.
Yeah, it's a rough
Trying to remember
one.
the
Nah,
song.
I know it's a rough question. It's like I usually should prepare people for that one. But
Yeah, no, but he say something like listen, Hey, no, because
Just can't tell you.
intricate line is an intricate line.
yeah, a man can say the dirtiest thing in the nicest melody.
No.
Yeah.
He say just now, God, just let me think. Give me 30 seconds.
But yeah, man.
What's the second question?
The second question.
Come back to that one.
We go to that one.
No, but that is a serious piece of lyrics on that man. I have to try to remember that
The
one.
second question is kind of similar to the questions we talked about before, but this one is more like I guess personal. But it's, how does reggae run things for you?
Yeah, man.
Well, I think the moves I make depend on reggae, you know, and in some ways you could say it pays the bills, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
whoever pays the bills run things, no?
Yeah.
That's
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, how is it like? How have you encompassed reggae? You're saying it pays the bills. Like this is everything, right? So like,
Yeah, I mean reggae. reggae
Like for you.
reggae for me, I was saying to somebody I was saying to them, when I was younger I used to watch reggae like I used to watch dancehall like pop and reggae like gospel. You know that kind of yeah. You know?
I like that. That's
Yeah.
sick.
When I was
That's sick.
you
Yeah.
know, I think reggae has become so broad, you know.
Yeah.
And what I realized is reggae is the only music that it have a weird commonality. It have a weird commonality that leads with positivity, you know.
Yeah.
And I think reggae is almost like a cure, you know. Like most things, you know, you have humans get into it and you know they put the fingers in it and they contaminate it, you know. But I think reggae music in its purest form is really much of a cure for many things, you know.
Yeah, man.
You see a lot of
feel
people,
Real tough.
you know, you grow up in the Caribbean, you see just if you want to say as a cure or as a remedy for a hard week on a Sunday, most people put on reggae music when they're cleaning the house, when they're doing whatever they're doing,
Cooking,
whatever.
just
You
holding the vibe.
understand? You listen to people, you would look at people in a dub session and they wouldn't even be looking at the performer or the selector. You know, them taking in the bass, them facing the speaker and taking in the bass.
Just feeling the vibes.
You know, almost medicinal, you know, in a trance.
Yeah.
You know? And I think you see where, as I spoke before, you know, you have Capleton, Sizzla, all these people, you know, Von Benjamin, you know, Midnight, you know, you have Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Culture, all these people that take it on a level of Rastafari, you know.
Right.
And in that way now, as a cure for many people, you know, because most people, I would say, get led to Rastafari through reggae music.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? And a lot of people...
It's true.
Yeah, it allow a lot of people to open their minds, like I said earlier. Even language.
Yeah.
Breaking linguistic barriers. You know, I personally know a lot of people who learn to speak English because of reggae and dancehall music.
Yeah.
Through reggae and dancehall music. Most of the people who I know from Brazil who can speak English can speak English because of reggae music.
Because of reggae. Yeah. That's crazy.
Can't ask you how your day was, but could bonfire like Capleton.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That's crazy. So what's on the horizon? What's next for Jammy?
Yeah, man, summertime is
coming up. I know you're getting out of here. This man came in, he thought it was gonna be nice, warm, and but cool man say I'm out of here.
Yeah, I gone. And Costa Rica.
Okay,
you know,
spot
Costa Rica.
We got the Ticas.
We have there's an Afrobeat festival. You know, last year we connect with them and we do some things.
Okay,
so that's that. We're gonna play with Selector Herbalist and Jaricio too at Roots. You know, in San Jose.
San Jose. Okay.
Colombia, Bogota. Panama too, you know. But Panama with Black Hero in June.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Costa Rica too with Black Hero.
Yeah.
And then Paris for Fête de la Musique in Paris.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about Paris and the man hitting the fashion runway out in Paris. You know. But I guess that's for our next interview, you know what I mean?
True, yeah. I can't remember that song, but the man says something about Blackberry pin. And it's not the, you know, he's not talking about the Blackberry pin, but he's talking about the pin in black.
Oh, the 4 bars, the cartel bars.
Yeah. He said he's not talking about the pin in Blackberry, he might talk about the pin in Blackberry ta. You know, some kind of like weird, like long. I'll find it and play it for you after, man. But
yeah, man. Well,
anybody who is a cartel fan,
I give them a challenge. Exactly.
Anybody who's a Gaza
cartel fan and listening right now,
they know exactly.
You know what you're talking about. And if you do know, send a message to Reggae Ranting. We'll send a T-shirt to you. We'll send you a T-shirt. If you know them lyrics there, them 4 bars I'm chatting about. The Blackberry thing, cartel. who know it. Right? Well, this has been Reason Things. I'm the crowd pleaser.
And this is Mr. Bravo.
Right?
Ras Jammy there.
And then, yes, the one and only from Sons of Dove, Ras Jammy.
Yes, sir.
Bop, bop, bop.
Boom shot.
Gonna know. Peace out, everybody.